My name, as usual, remains Dada Joe. I welcome you all to the channel. Today, we have something very important to discuss. Now, I've been getting a lot of questions from musicians and some upcoming ones who wants to know how bloggers and how the industry can help them, become stars. It is not easy coming up as a musician, as a young one. There's a whole lot of machinery that you need to have in place to support your career. And if that is not there, it means your journey is going to be a very, very long one. And sometimes it can be an unfruitful one, because you might not even get to where you need to get to so that you can make some profit off of your talent or your music. So some of the questions that I usually get is, as a blogger, what can you do to help my talent? Or as a media personnel, as a media person, someone with a platform, what can you do to help my talent? How can you help propagate my music and all that? Not only that, I also get questions about how, as a musician or as an upcoming musician, I should build my brand. How do I build my brand? How do I build my brand on social media and off social media? What should I be doing in order to be able to get the attention of the people, so that I can base on that and build a fan base, so that in the future I can make something out of that? Well, this video is going to help you, demystify some of these concerns. I want to break everything down for you as best as I can, so that as an upcoming musician, your journey will be smooth. At least you start off knowing what you should do in order to get to a certain point in this career that you have chosen. Remember that everything starts from somewhere. You don't just become a star. So you have to be very, very resilient, and you have to be persistent, and you have to be consistent. If you're not resilient, you're not persistent, and you're not consistent, it means you are going to get frustrated by some of the uphills and the downs and the curves of the journey to stardom. It is never straightforward. In fact, it is never straightforward. So if you see anyone promising you that come, I'll make you a star in one day, it doesn't happen. When you take the likes of Stonebwoy, they'll all tell you that it is not the day that you heard his music that he started. No. You always start from somewhere. They started way back. They put in all the work, did the foundation, and now they had something to stand on, and propagate their music for it to reach where they are now. So as a musician, as an upcoming musician, one thing that you have, and the one thing that people are going to love you for, is your music. So let us start from your music, from your talent. What do you know about music? Not just the beats, not just the final work that comes out. What do you know about music? What is music composition to you? How do you compose music? All this should come in mind, because you don't just say that I can rap. Because rap in itself is not music. Poets can rap. You see, music and rap per se is just words or poetry put on a beat that has been timed. Are you getting me? So when you say that I can rap or I can sing, you haven't said anything. You might have the talent, but if you can't compose, if you can't put that in the composition to make music that sounds melodious to the ears, then you haven't done anything. So let us start from there. The music. What is your vocal range? What keys do you sing in? You see, there's some musicians, when they go to the studio and they are asked, what key do you want to sing your song in? They don't even know what the key is. So you are going to sing and you don't know what key is. So first of all, don't just base on your talent that I can rap, I can do this. Learn. Go online. You don't need to be in a forward classroom to learn. Go online. Learn about music. There are a lot of resources on YouTube that can teach you so much about music. So all you have to do is go online and type music education. You will learn so much. You will learn about keys, you learn about pitch, you learn about a whole lot. Composition, you learn about chords. And when you know some of these things, composing music will be very, very easy for you as an upcoming musician. And you make good music. You see, you make informed music, not just some words on a beat and then you call it music. You need to be able to compose music that sounds good to the ear. And you need to exercise. You see, there are various exercises that you can do to give your vocal cords, that depth. Okay, that people hear and they're like, wow, this sounds smooth to the ear. There are people, when they sing, you run. Like myself, I don't know how to sing, but I have done a little bit of music. And so when I talk about music, I have the knowledge, of course, but I can't sing. But for people who have made it their career to sing, I require, and at least I want them to do the right thing. And not just any sort of noise that they call music. So you need to know how to compose. You need to learn. Go online, learn music. Learn music and learn how to compose music. So after perfecting yourself in the art of music itself, then comes the composition and the recording aspect. You see, no matter how good you are, a poorly recorded music will never get anywhere. People will just dismiss it by the first 30 seconds. That is even more. By the first 30 seconds that someone hears your music, if it is going to be a hit, it will just stick with the person. But if it is not going to be, people will just dismiss it. And it is all about how the quality of your composition and your recording. So don't just go and hide somewhere, record with your phone, find a beat, you put it on your phone, record, and then there's so much background noise and people can't even hear what you're saying. And when even if they can hear, there's so much noise that the beauty in the sound is diminished. You don't do that. So find a quality studio. You see, music is business. You need to invest in some of these things. Invest in your music, and then in the future, if you're able to pursue it to the point where it brings so much income, I'm telling you, you will reap the rewards. But first, you need to start on the right foot. So you need to make your music soothing to the ear. It must be quality. The quality must be palpable. You get me? So don't just go to some street studio, some studio somewhere with the wrong sound. Some people don't even have sound card. They just use microphones connected to their computer and then they start recording. You need quality studio grade sound cards and the right software with the right skills. The production, the music producer must have the right skills, must have the experience to produce such quality music and be able to also mix it. The mixing is very, very important. If you're no matter how a song is produced or recorded, if the mixing is done wrong, then it'll just be a waste of time, because the ultimate aim of churning out such a quality music will be diminished by some of the flaws in mixing. So you find someone with the experience, with the knowledge, with the track record, and then record from there. You see, start off from quality. Don't go and do demo and start distributing demo. Do quality songs, and you can shorten your journey, okay, to success by a very significant margin. Because if you are starting off from demo, people will only see your talent, but not your commercial prospects. Because you told me you're making music, but the music you made is not commercial. So quality sound is everything. So that is number one, quality sound. Secondly, you need to promote the song. But you see, before that, you don't send a song out there, okay, without a brand that people can associate that song to. That is how you make a fan base for yourself. So you send your song out there with just a name, with no brand, no recognizable brand that they can follow, especially when they like the music. That is why you need to build a brand. So number two, after you have done the quality stuff, you need to associate it with a quality brand. A brand that is marketable. Because you're not just going to market your music, you're going to market your brand. And it is the brand that brings the money. The ambassadorial deals and all that, the endorsement deals and all that. It is the brand. So nowadays, to build a brand, apart from personally being a clean person, not necessarily clean, but you shouldn't be known for crime and all that, you should also build social media. Because nowadays, almost everyone is on social media. And if you want to build a brand, start off from there. Apart from your personal stuff being of good behavior, of course, the next thing is building a brand online. Because people nowadays, when they want to find more about someone, the first place they go is online. And when we talk about online, the first place online that they go is social media. So you need to build your social media. You need to build a brand. So you go to social media and you create pages for your brand. Create a page for your brand and create another one for your fans. So a fan base and the public, the artist himself. This way, you can share behind the scenes and other pictures on the fan page, and then you can do the official stuff on the main page. People would like to associate with quality brands, and when they see that you are organized, they will love you more. Sometimes you have to be crazy, and it is all part of the personal stuff where charisma comes in. But when they go online, they should see an organized artist. So you should be organized online, and the brand should reflect something, okay, that has a purpose. You should have a purpose for the brand. So you go online and you build your brand. You build pages. If you can add groups too, it's nice. So you build the pages first, you promote the pages, okay, and get people to like it. people always want to associate with something that people are already, subscribing to. So if you have a lot of page likes, you can get more fans because they see that, oh, someone liked it, so he must be good, so I'm also going to like it. That is how you grow. And then you invest in Facebook ads, you invest in your Instagram ads, you invest in your Twitter. Twitter is a very hard place to be, but it is a very, very, very nice place and a very fertile ground for musicians. So don't forget to add your Twitter to it. It's very important. But one of the places where it is easy to grow as a musician is Facebook and Instagram. So long as you do quality stuff, people will love it. People are always there for such content, and if you put good content there, people will love it. So start off from Facebook, your Instagram is set, and then you create your Twitter account. And there was one thing that you must take notice of. Don't use different usernames for every platform. It is very, very counterintuitive, and it is retrogressive, because sometimes people know you on Instagram as, let's say, Dada Joe. Then they come on Facebook. They know you on Instagram as Dada Joe, so naturally when they come to Facebook, they will just be searching for Dada Joe, and then you use a different name, Bra Joe. Are you getting me? And then you go on Twitter and you have used a different username. Okay, so go make sure that your usernames across all of these platforms are uniform, unique, uniform, and easily identifiable. Are you getting me? So that is where you start off from. You start off from using unique, identifiable usernames that should correspond with your stage name too, of course, and build such pages on these various platforms. Don't be shy to put in money in promoting your pages. No one is going to fault you for not getting organic page likes, so you are promoting your pages. Nowadays, it is hard to come by organic page likes, so it is perfectly fine for you to put money into promoting your pages to get the fans, because it is by word of mouth, by sharing, that more organic people will come. But if you don't have the people to start with, then you are starting off from a ditch, and you're going to have to climb your way up. But using these promotional tools available, you can be able to promote your music and promote your pages, so that you can reach more people, and you can start off from there. And such people, when they love your stuff, they will be sharing it, and it is through these sharings, through these shares, that more people will see your stuff and also come and join your fan base. So you build that brand online that people can associate with, so that when they come online and they are looking for who sang this music. There was one time I heard this good music, and I heard the person's name. I went online. I just searched everywhere. I couldn't find the person. I was like, so you make such good music. I came online to come and look for you and follow you, and I couldn't find you. It was later on that I found the person online. It means the person wasn't even online. He had released such good music out there, but he wasn't online. He didn't have such pages. And I'm like, why would you do such a thing like that? Because I am a fan. I have loved your music. I love your music, and I was coming to follow you for more. Are you getting me? That is why you need to build such brands. Have your online presence, so that when someone listens to your music and loves it, can come online, because most people are always online on social media. So if I follow you on social media, it means that I am more likely to see everything that you will do, so that I can get more involved in your fan base, and all of that. So your brand first. Build your brand. Get the quality music. So let's start from the beginning. It's what? You get education, music education. It's very important. Educate yourself. Record quality music. Quality music. Because no matter what you know by learning, and no matter how good your brand is, if your music is nothing to write home about, then people will always dismiss you, and you just be a brand with no credibility when it comes to whatever your brand represents, because your brand represents music. And if your music is not good and people are not listening to your music, your brand will be there, but nobody is following you. Nobody is listening to the music. Are you getting me? So that is it for promotion. That is it for brand building. Now, brand building is part of promotion. So we are done with the first part of promotion. Now we are going to go into the second part of promotion, which is promoting the music itself. How to promote the music itself. Okay, so we are going into the second part of promotion, which is the music itself. Now this is where the real deal comes in, because this is what your fans are going to identify you by. Your music. If it is not quality, if it is not soothing to the ear, if it doesn't sound good, okay, then your music will not make it anywhere. So let's deal with music promotion. When it comes to music promotion, there are so many avenues that you can start off from, but a lot of people make mistakes by starting off by going to what? Free download sites, and then they just upload their music there and start sharing links. You must be organized in your music sharing. You don't just put your music out there and hope that it flows. You must start off, okay, from a serious point. Now, every serious musician in this day and dispensation must be on there. I'm saying this slowly. Every serious musician in this day and dispensation must be on all the digital platforms. You can't be a musician and then tell me that your music is not on any digital platform. What are the digital platforms? These are digital music distribution platforms which takes your music, distribute it to their audience because they have the audience, and then this audience stream your music, and in certain circumstances, in certain situations, you can earn income. Are you getting me? So, why do you need digital platforms? Now, these digital platforms don't only distribute your music to their audience so that you can get more people listening to your music and also make money aside it, but it does one other important, very, very important thing with your music. It copyrights it. It means that you are able to tell every online platform that this music is mine, and when anybody else uses it, okay, don't allow them, or whatever proceeds comes from their use, in case they monetized it, that money should come to me. Are you getting it? So you can make music, good music, and then you put it out there. And then let's say it is used in a movie or any video. Like this video, for instance, if I use the music in the background, the music that is in the background, if it belongs to someone, it is free music on YouTube, okay? But let's say it belonged to someone who had already sent it to the digital stores, including YouTube music, then it means that whatever revenue, if this video is monetized, that will come from this, a chunk will go to him or her. You see it, because it is using your intellectual property. So you copyright your music online so that it cannot be used without your permission or without you getting proceeds from it. So it is very important as a musician that before you even give your music out there to anyone, it should be on the digital platform, because it doesn't matter who made the music. If I make music, then I send the music file in an MP3 form or any form to my friend, and I haven't put it on the digital platforms, and my friend goes to upload it on the digital platforms and he's approved, now his account will hold the rights to the music, because those who operate the digital platform, it's about first come. So you brought it first, so it is yours. Now there are legal issues where you can take your friend on, like locally, for such a theft, but online, since your friend is the first to upload it, he owns the copyright to it. Are you getting me? So that is one important thing that the digital stores affords you. It gives you copyright, gives you exclusive ownership over your music on every online platform, most of the online platforms. The major ones, it gives you exclusive ownership to the sound, and it also makes sure that nobody uses your music without your consent or without you getting any proceeds from it. So that is that with digital platforms. So always make sure that your music is on the digital platforms before you even release it to anybody else to listen. So the producer who hears it, who made it, you yourself, probably your management, and then it goes to the digital platforms. Usually it takes about 2-3 weeks before the distribution to all the platforms is manifested. So you have to upload it ahead of time before your release date, so that you can get these digital platform links, so that you can rather distribute those links and not just the MP3 file, because you need to also build your brand online, even on these digital platforms. So the more streams you get, the more people get to see to hear your music. Are you getting me? So you don't say, this is my first track, get it out there, put it on the digital platforms, and make sure that every stream is counting, because every single stream goes onto your account and helps with the integrity of your account, okay? And you can grow from there and up. There are so many ways that you can promote your digital platforms. There are so many ways. When at the end of this video and in the description, I'll put in contact details where you need to promote your songs on the digital platforms. I'll connect you to someone that can help you do all these things, so that you can make money off of your music even on the digital platform. But that is another topic for another day, how to make money from these digital platforms. I have a previous video where I interviewed one promoter. You can check out the video, and he talked about a lot of things that can help with your promotional stuff on the digital platforms and how you can make money even as an upcoming artist. It is very important, because you're doing it so that you can get the money. You're not just churning out money so that you don't get any return. So when it comes to something that has the potential to bring you money, be willing to put in money so that you can reap more money. So that is the beginning of what? Online distribution. So you send your stuff to the online platforms, the digital distribution platforms, which includes YouTube Music. So you have to create a YouTube account, YouTube musician account. There are ordinary accounts and there are YouTube music accounts. Make sure that you're creating a YouTube music account because you're a musician. So you create that YouTube music account, and then there are a lot of requirements, especially with YouTube, that you can monetize your content. YouTube requires that you have 4,000 hours of watch time in a single calendar year and a minimum of 1,000 subscribers. So it is difficult to achieve, but it is very possible. It means that, yes, ordinary music is short, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, at most 5, 6, 7 minutes. So imagine how many people are going to have to watch all these things, all these 3 minutes, 7 minutes, for you to reach like 4,000 hours. It's going to be a lot. It means the journey is going to be long. So what you do, and this is going out for free, it's a pro tip that I'm giving out for free. What you do is that you make sure that the behind the scenes videos are all culminated into something beautiful, aesthetically beautiful for your fans, so that they can see what happens behind the scenes of video shoots, music making, even in the studio and all that. You can compile all those ones to make a music, to make a video that is longer, so that it can also push your watch time up. So these are free pro tips that I'm giving out. People will charge you for that, yes, but this channel, we are all about helping the people improve their lives. We are not just about musicians, we are about every part of the entertainment industry. So basically, that is what you do, but that is what you need to monetize your YouTube channel. But with the other platforms, your streams determine how much you make. Spotify, Tidal, Pandora, Google Music, Apple Music, and the rest. AudioMac is there. If you are a Ghanaian or if you're in Africa, you should know that Spotify the services of Spotify doesn't cover most part of Africa. So what you have to do is that you need to get those other platforms that services Africa, so that you can get your fans streaming from there. So that is it. AudioMac is one fine place to start from, because they have a very fine app and they have other stuff that helps musicians. There's SoundCloud, there's Apple Music. Anyone who has an Apple phone or even an Android phone can still stream your music. So it is out there. There are a lot there that you can always distribute to your fans. As a key fact, don't send raw MP3 files of your music to your fans. Don't give your music to bloggers to blog it free download. Don't do that. What you do is that if you want a blogger to blog your song, what you do is that you send them the streaming link, and then they write their story, whatever they're going to write, and then they embed the streaming link so that people can follow that to go and stream on the digital platforms. Remember, every stream on the digital platform goes to help your integrity as a musician online. So that is that with the online distribution. And now it comes to social media. Again, you have all these links ready from your digital distribution platforms. What do you do with it? Now is the time to get a promoter. It is time to get a blogger. Now is the time to find DJ friends. Now is the time to reach out to the radio and to the media personnel that you know. Because you see, you might have it there, but if you don't share it, if people are not directed to it, nobody will know. The platforms are made that the more people stream from you, the more people get to see you. But since you are new, nobody is seeing you. Are you getting me? So that is where you need bloggers to point their audience to your music. That is where you need social media, where you can share your links so that people are directed to your music on the digital platforms. Are you getting me? And now is the time that you need a DJ to play your music in the club, on radio, and on every platform available, so that people can hear your music, and if they love it, they will follow you online, and then they are also directed online to your digital platforms where they can get the music, and there they pay. Are you getting me? So it is a chain reaction that if you miss one step, it could prove detrimental to your progress. It could stifle your progress in a whole lot of ways. So don't skip. Make sure that you're not skipping the steps, because if you do, then you're going to have yourself to blame. Because first of all, if you don't learn music, let's just recap. If you don't learn the music, it means you won't make good music. And if you don't make good music, people will hear it and will not like it and will not come and follow you. But if you make good music and people like it and they are looking for you and they can't find you online because you didn't build a brand online, then it is detrimental to you because you're losing fans. And if your fans come online and they find you but no digital platforms to stream your music but free download, they go and download for free, you're not making anything, and you're not building your brand on the digital platforms. But if you learn music, so you make good music, quality music, and then you have a brand associated with this music, and people can come online and find this brand, and on these pages the digital distribution, the digital links are there where people can follow all the way to the digital platforms and stream your songs. And as they stream, you make revenue. You see, you are gradually growing and you are achieving your aim of monetizing your music and making money from it, because it is going to be a business for you. Your talent is your capital, and the money that you attach to your talent is what in the future will fetch you the money. So don't skip any of these things, but don't give your music out for free download. We are past those days when you can make money off of your music. So that is it with promotion. That is it with promotion. Now the next step is going to deal with how you manage your brand so that people are willing to associate with you, and how you also tap into other brands, other established brands, so that their light can also shine on your brand, so that you can be able to grow as a musician in the industry. So basically, that is it. Now the next one, as I said, is how to manage the brand and how to tap into other resources to help your brand. So let's go to that. So now you have your music out there, you have built your brand, and the fans are reacting to your music. How do you manage your brand? Now, managing your brand is quite straightforward, but sometimes it can be a daunting task. Why? Because you see, management should be about growth. It should not be about maintaining what you have achieved. And growth requires that you are constantly changing your ways. So in management, you have to learn. You have to learn. And you have to have very good people skills, because you are going to have to talk to people who in turn will, by word of mouth and by their connections, also help grow your talent and your brand. So you are going to have to get someone to do that. But if you can do that yourself, especially when you are still fresh in the game, then you have to be prepared to learn also. Are you getting me? Because listen, you need to know how contracts come and how you're going to read and understand some of these things, because it is very, very imperative that as a musician, everything you do is governed by contracts and by what? Paperwork. Don't just use word of mouth. They can always backfire. So make sure that you learn how to read contracts, how the law that abides, that the law that governs contracts, and how you are liable within any given contract. Okay, so make sure you get someone to do all these things for you, or if you can do it yourself, fine. And then your manager should also be able to look for gigs for you, because you need to play gigs. In our part of the world, gigs brings in a lot of income. This is where you get most of your revenue from. So your brand manager or your manager should be able to go out there and look for gigs for you. And then your manager should also be able to look for collaborations for you, whether locally or internationally. So it all parts of the brand management aspect. You don't just build a brand and then you leave it be. You need to grow it. You need people, and you need a promoter, a dedicated promoter who will always be telling your stories. Because listen, the more you are out there, the more your story is out there, the more people want to look for who you are, and the more you make more fans. Are you getting me? So it is a trick. It is not necessarily a trick, but it is a process that you need to follow, and it works. It has worked for a whole lot of people, and it will work for you so long as you diligently follow it, and you are persistent, you are consistent, and you don't relax on every gain that you make. Don't be complacent, and you need to be resilient. So basically, when it comes to management, it's all about progressing your talent, progressing your gains. So basically, that is what you need as a musician. So I've told you how to do some of these things. Now in the next episode that I'll be doing, I'll teach you how to specifically promote your music and your brand on social media. I'll be focusing mainly on the social media aspect, so that you can be able to harness all the potential that social media holds to build your talent, because there have been a lot of artists who have made it just on social media. Look at AY Poyo now. AY Poyo is now the thing. He has surpassed 50,000 subscribers on YouTube. But where did he start from? It was all on social media, Facebook. You need to harness the potential that is there. If you don't, you struggle. So in my next post, that is what I'll be focusing on: how to harness the potential of social media to promote your music and to get your brand and your talent out there. It is possible, you will make it, but you need to know that it is not a day's job. You need to know that people have used their lifetime to build their music, and whatever they are enjoying from it now, it is years and years of hard work. So yes, if you're not getting the results now, so long as you are on the right path and you're doing the right things, eventually it will pay off. This is Insemwa TV. I know you have enjoyed this session. I want you to subscribe to this channel and make sure that you enable the notification button. Here we talk about everything: music, entertainment, news. We bring you all these things so that you can be better informed, we can educate you, so that you can make informed decisions in whatever endeavor that you decide to pursue. My name, as usual, is Dada Joe. Peace out.